We're common loaded for bear. Alright, I wanted to take a minute, do a little plug for my #1 sponsor, my only sponsor, Masters of Business. If you're in Oregon and you need bookkeeping, accounting, or taxes done, go see my people, man, the mob. Masters of Business in Oregon, they're going to set you up. I'm a firm believer in keeping what you make, and hopefully you guys are too, but they can help get that done. Go see them. Tell them the Blue Collar Bullet sent you. Thanks. All right. New video. We're going to fit this other carbon tub right away, straight away. No waiting around. Hopefully you guys liked the last video. I am working on getting a microphone thing and a gimbal so I can make some better videos. I don't know. Trying. I'm working for you guys. I'm just not the best at it yet, but I'm working. Oh, I'll get there. Let me show you guys a couple things that I have done. I haven't been out here much this week at all. I did do a little unboxing video on an engine cradle. So yeah, if you look at this was my idea for these scallop strips. So I think that's gonna look pretty nice. And like I said, we're gonna fill this and do one going, you know, bending back the other way, and then we'll have a Zeus panel in there, and this tub should be ready to fit, trim on. I'm a little less scared. I also did one of these right here. You're not gonna see it because of the window, but and I did come in here and clip this. I think can tighten that gap up if I just kind of push in on the tub, but there is strips that'll go back in here, and the rivet right to here, it was on the piece I cut off. So yeah, that thing is looking good, ready to come out. So I have marked. I'm going to try to transfer this mark here on the package tray, and then I just come and nip all this tape, and I should be able to line all this stuff back up, hopefully. So stand by. Well, this one didn't work that well, and there's probably a couple reasons for that. I'm going to say the main reason was that I drug my cardboard template really like right on the edge, and the last time I drug it probably 1/4 inch from the edge, thinking I'll get in here and trim, and I did. But I was like, damn, that other one probably, like, I ended up cutting most of my line off, so I was like, oh well, I'll just put this one right on there. And yeah, probably shouldn't have done that. The moment you guys have been waiting for, and it is gappy. Oof. Yeah, I mean that's a fucking 1/2 inch gap, but I mean that's a 1/2 inch gap too. At least it's, you know, and it's touching down here. So we got this all drilled out, but you know, I thought, hold on. All right, I thought I might do this. I was planning ahead. So, you know, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, good carpenter, hide their mistake. I got some China seal. Let's see if I can open this one-handed. Oof. Good, nope. And honestly, depending on how this looks, maybe this stuff will go on the other side. So what we got here is just some good old-fashioned edge weather stripping for 1/16. And that should not only hide that, but it might trim it out really nice. Let's just try it while you guys are right here. Ooh, one-handed. I mean, I think it could work, and it definitely could hide your hole and trim this out nice. So anyway, I'm gonna get my respirator back on here. I got 20 feet of that. But otherwise, it fits pretty good. I feel like that tub just droops on this corner a little. So I might have to get up in there and cut a little more. And it looks like I could. And that actually might fix that gap some. Let me... Yeah, that's what my eyeballs tell me. So maybe that's what I'll do, is just get in here and trimming this a little more. And it looks like same kind of deal. Probably need to trim that. And this one, I don't know. I don't know if that's not square or what, but there's a big gap there. And this thing's kind of poofed. Yeah. So I think this might need a little more love, which is probably, to be honest, a little more realistic. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look as bad standing back here. And man, but I'm gonna know it's there. You can really tell. I mean, this side's really nice, and then this side just dips. And it might just be like 1/4 of an inch. I'll get a level on it, but sorry guys, it's gappy. I mean, it is what it is now. You can't add material back. So, but I did do it really fast. I don't know, I'm trying to make myself feel better. Stand by. About time to go clean go watch basketball, but this is way better. So it might still just a little bit, but I don't know how much more you can really get that up, because it's going to look just way different than the other side if you keep going. So there's probably a little dip, but that's way better. That gap's super nice up there. So I think I'd like to build a scallop strip up here and like the top of the tub, and give me an area to mount and weld, like just a chunk of it. And then I feel like these could be done, but you're gonna have to pull these out to do that. So let's see here. That gap's super nice. That gap squared up quite a bit, and then it starts walking. And then we got daylight and fingers, so I really fucked that up right there. That's a bummer. And it's nice and tight again. Fucked up. Not bad. So anyway, what can you do? You know, you just do the best you can. Anyway. Time to go in. Man, I messed around for a long time trying to figure out what the heck I was doing. I guess I should have brought you guys along for the process, but I bent all these scallop strips, well, to go on these things, and I was going to build a whole frame and cut 2 pieces of carbon and have them on 2 different planes, and scallop strip, scallop strip, scallop strip. And then I just grabbed some of the old sheet metal and trimmed it down, made a little pattern. And it was multi-piece. So this was really hard to bend with that little brake. That's not a box pan brake. It's just the straight up brake. I got a video on unboxing that thing. But anyway, I made these. And then I got this thing. It actually looks pretty good. So 2 pieces. And then look. That thing is gonna... So that's how the old one was. And then I'll cut this tub. And I'll cut the tub there all the way up. I feel like that's gonna get it done, and then I'll carbon this piece. But there's just too much going on here. There really is. So I feel like that'll be fine. Yeah. So that'll just be sheet metal. And I'll do this side. And then I can start working on this and that. And I mean, this is, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think on the inside, I'm just going to like rip this thing. I don't know. Recut my holes here. So we'll see. Until tomorrow. Quick little update on this too. Well, looks pretty good. We've been cutting carbon fiber out. I'm out of Clecos again. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't have hardly near enough Clecos. I'm trying to clean this stuff up and figure out what I want to do in here. Carbon fiber. for days and days. Ooh. I ordered another 50 Clecos. And oh yeah. And I had to order my Zeus's, but there's my removable panel. This thing gonna be absolutely dope. All right, I haven't filmed anything in a minute. Haven't been feeling that great. Still getting over some crud, but I have been out here doing some things when I felt good enough to. So I did a little, I inserted a little walk around video. This thing's coming along. I'm pretty proud of it. It's pretty awesome. All right, we got to hustle up because April is coming and that's my race season. So lots to do. I knocked out this filler strip last night. This is bent so that I can grab the front of the tub. I had my buddy Greg come over and give me some ideas because I'm just really not sure how I want to tie this in. I really want it to look good. So I used some of these other things as patterns. So I'm no sheet metal guy, but this is the stuff that was here. That's how I made the rear pieces. I cut this and I overcut it, but I really wanted to use this recess for carbon and maybe just paint this. But I wonked the cut up here and then I cut some of these way too big. I shortened this panel quite a bit. So anyway, that's no good. What I need to do is I'm going to put a Zeus rail on the front of this tube so my belly pan can come in here. And Zeus to the back of it. That'll hold the front of the carbon, and then the belly pan will prevent air from grabbing it. And then I'm probably going to do a rail back here, just the scallop strip, I'm sorry. And then I need to do a scallop strip up here. And then I've been debating on putting a Zeus rail on this side and maybe drilling it for to rivet my pan, and then same thing, have my Zeus's come from the bottom for my like scallop strip it to here, and then turn this into Zeus rail all the way up. And then on that side I could do individual Zeus's, you know, or something. So I'm just kind of scheming on that, but I need to get this panel in first and these little panels in, and that way I can use up the biggest chunk of carbon. So if I ruin it, I still got maybe some room. And then I started making a panel here, and this panel, you know, the old panel I showed you had the recess in it, and I was gonna land a panel here and just land it center and bring it over. The problem is that there's a big hole because of this radius. So the best thing I'm gonna do, I think, is run this out to here, cover this contour, and I'm just going to overlap it. And it's a little overkill, but it'll give me two areas to bolt to, and I don't have to put a ton of holes in this, maybe like 3, and have a bunch of holes in the back, something like that. I just hate drilling tubing that's important. I mean, all the tubing is important, but you're just adding a hole, and I don't know. So that's the game plan. We'll see how far along we get.
time-lapse update here. So I put it in a Zeus rail. I drilled it with the same pattern that on these things. So I got this going. This was kind of wonky, but anyway, I welded a Zeus rail to it. And then up here, I had one that I bent and I cut it so that the carbon can tuck in underneath of it so the wind doesn't pull it. And then, so this Zeus rail, my belly pan's going to come over and grab these Zeuses. And same thing with back here. So this panel, the carbon will lay, I might cut it a little long. And then the Zeuses will hold it too. But then in case something happens to my belly pan, it'll be riveted. And I still don't know if I want to just lay in this panel. I'll probably run it past the scallop strip over here and then just drill into the tube over there. Or maybe I'll add another little scallop strip. I haven't really decided. But I need to get in here and add scallop strip there. So, all right, it's Sunday. I got to go to soccer. Dude, this thing's coming right along. You guys aren't ready for this. All right, you guys saw this carbon the other day, right? And then yesterday, I worked diligently all day. So we got a carbon floorboard. So belly pan's gonna Zeus to that. So, and it's gonna Zeus to this plate. And then I wanted to lay carbon in there. I haven't fastened it. And I had to 2-piece that chunk. But look at that. I gotta bend some 90s and do this into the frame rail up here. That's my plan anyway. Got carbon here. So no rocks can land up here. And then this filler piece behind will obviously get cut out for the drive shaft. But I'm just gonna use some seam sealer here, I think. And then I'm gonna paint that and show off my 4-link brackets. So that's the mastermind plan here. And then right there, I'll probably run a strip of carbon up top because my drive shaft can will be there. And then I still want to try to figure out how to build some kind of cover. And I got to fix the firewall. But, dude, it's pretty dope. And that's all that's left of my carbon. So I got one little piece here, but just a bunch of little chunks. Otherwise I used a full sheet. So we're cruising. Firewall mid plate. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that today because we got to go to soccer and then it's Super Bowl Sunday. So you guys stay safe and thanks for following along. I hope you enjoy this. See ya. All right, smash that like button and subscribe.